Okay, I was 14, and we met at a dance that was held in an old barn over near your dad's town that he lived in. But he didn't like me too much.
Alana, her sister, and Dixie walked in while I had eyes on Alana.
Where did you see each other again?
I guess I was almost 16, and we were at a square dance at a Grange barn. We did a lot of barn dancing.
You're 6 months older than her, so
Right.
you're a sophisticated
already,
older man.
I was 16.
But I want to get it in that he was much more selective as we got older, and he decided he liked me.
All I can remember.
Oh, come on now. Keep it clean.
Clean it up.
Well, she had these tan slacks on, and her legs went everywhere.
You went to different high schools then?
We did. I went to Brownsville.
And I went to Perry office.
Would you get in contact with her before saying, I'm going to be at the dance? No, you just knew that she was going to be there. So randomly...
I didn't even know where she lived, I don't think.
No, you didn't.
You started now getting to know each other at the dances, you're dancing together, you're talking to each other, you're starting to like each other more?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So did you like say,
on my part, except when she would try to make me jealous.
I never tried to make you jealous.
So how would she try to make you jealous, Dad?
Well, she flirted.
I did not. I just think he said, could I come over and see you sometime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was actually our first date in the house. It wasn't like we were alone or anything.
Okay.
And he come over, and my dad and mother were gone right at the beginning, and then they came home later, and my dad says, well, he says, would you like a glass of beer or wine?
No, I don't think so. I was only...
Yes, he did! Yes, he did! Hey, I know my dad.
Just being friendly.
Most of our dates were either in the house, you know, going to our house or going to the drive-in because we didn't have much money.
Because I had to borrow a car all the time. I'd borrow either my sister's car. Mary was very good about that. I'd walk down there and say,
when you guys were dating, how did you correspond by phone, or I mean, how did you keep in touch with each other and let each other know what you were doing?
Well, that's when
where
you
you're
drove
going?
your dad to work. That's how we kept in touch.
Yeah. I would leave a note in the mailbox.
Okay.
Because he drove his
So
dad
was it
to
pretty much every morning that you would do that?
Yeah, he drove his dad to work every morning, and he went right near our house. You know? So
Do you
when
still
he
have
dropped
those
his dad
notes?
off, I did for a long time till we moved here.
Oh, really? And what happened to them?
I got rid of them. I thought.
You're starting to date. Were you guys exclusively dating?
No, I would say no.
He was. Yeah, our senior prom, I asked him if he wanted to go to my prom with me, and he says, yeah. But he says, I can't ask you to my prom because I'd already asked another girl, you know, like a long time ago.
Right.
You know, and he says, I don't think I can do that to her, so I didn't get to go to his prom.
My parents.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
They were, you know, Catholic, and they didn't want me dating any
anti-Protestant.
Right. Now, did they know anything about her?
Oh no.
So your parents liked him a lot.
Yeah, they did. They liked him.
So,
but there was still that Protestant Catholic thing.
Okay, so it was going both ways then.
They were worried about it being uncomfortable, you know, because my parents kept saying, I don't know if you're going to be able to be happy if somebody's not going to accept you. So I broke up with him. It wasn't too long.
It wasn't too long.
I think I wrote you a letter. Donna Gill wrote you a letter.
Donna Gill,
a friend of ours.
Friend of ours wrote me a letter and all that. You know.
And then I think I actually called you.
She wasn't feeling
happy.
So then you guys got back together, and from there on, were your parents fine with the
They
whole
were
thing?
fine. They knew that that's what I wanted.
And what did you do after high school?
I started working at Sears catalog office.
And I still didn't have a job, you know, so I was home.
So you weren't doing anything at all?
Just
Like you
working around home.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a mini farm there.
Okay.
But I wasn't much of a farmer. My green thumb wasn't
He didn't
there.
like that.
Did you fall asleep in the barn a lot?
Oh yeah, I like that.
Were you like panicking at all as far as like, what am I going to do?
Well, yeah, because I couldn't find a job back then. You know, I was thinking I was going to have to move. A lot of people went out of state to find my brother. He worked for Eastern Airlines in Pittsburgh. He says, you want to get an application? And I said, yeah, sure. I worked there for April to October, and then guys were coming back from the service. They bumped me out, so I had to take an opening in Chicago.
Well, I just gave him the ultimatum. I said, you know, if you're going to leave, and you know, I'm not going to sit here and just sit. If somebody asks me out, I'm going to go.
Okay, had you guys been talking about getting married before that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not. I don't think we thought not that fast.
Like you're thinking in the future.
No. Yeah.
At this point, like
I was hoping to get some money together, you know. I wasn't making that much, $1.80 an hour.
Okay, so nobody knew about this?
No.
My mother and dad did.
Yeah.
They did know about
And
it.
they signed for me because I was underage.
So October 9th, 1959, you guys travel, and so how long of a trip was that?
Had to be about 5 hours probably.
No, we ate fried egg sandwiches because his mother packed them for him for his trip.
To Chicago.
Oh, so she thought you were going to Chicago right then?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we had a justice of the peace, and it wasn't very fancy at all.
No. Showed a certificate to her mother.
Oh yeah, my mother wanted to make sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So she wanted to make sure that it was done.
Yeah, let's back up a little.
Okay.
We spent one night in Cumberland, Maryland, or anyhow, the broke a spring
Oh, no.
on the car. Junkyard here and a motel here. So we
Romantic, isn't it?
so checked into the motel and took the car down to the junkyard, and they had a garage there too. They replaced the spring for me overnight, and I picked it up the next day. And
That was your honeymoon.
that was all right.
Oh, it gets worse. Well, we stayed in this motel, the motel was fine. I mean, the bed was fine and everything, but we didn't realize it was like it was the time of year there were hunters.
It was hunting season.
So like 5:30 in the morning, all these people start talking and carrying on outside.
Oh.
You know?
Okay, so you came back, showed the certificate to Mom, and you're going to be leaving the next day for
Chicago.
But you weren't going with him.
No, because we couldn't afford it.
Right.
And nobody from your family knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. So you just left. They already thought that you had left
Yeah.
because of you doing this little subterfuge of
Right.
going.
Right.
Okay. So you're married how long before you tell your family that you're married?
What, a month? 2 months?
Probably 2 months. Close to 2 months.
So was it something you were saying to him, hey, we gotta tell your family?
No, I don't think I did.
Were you scared about this, Mom?
No.
Like what their reaction was going to be? No?
No.
Were you scared about what their reaction was going to be? So how did you tell your parents?
Wrote a letter,
Okay.
and I think Mary read it to him.
Did you get a reaction right away?
Oh yeah.
What did you get? Like a call or?
I think got a call somehow,
Okay.
or I don't know how they called it.
Okay, and who was the one that was talking to you?
Mary.
So you knew your parents were really upset.
Oh, I knew they were upset.
Okay.
I knew they'd be upset.
Well, they said, come home and we'll have a wedding. No way am I going to do that because my parents couldn't afford to pay for a wedding.
Right.
Yeah. 17,000 kids, St.
I can't
Mary's.
remember, St. Mary's, is that where it was?
Yeah.
I think the cleaning lady and the janitor were our witnesses because we had nobody.
So the priest was fine though with marrying you guys and everything?
Yeah,
Because you were already married.
And I had to sign a paper that I would raise my kids Catholic.
Mm-hmm. You come back, you're married, and you walk into the house together. Okay, so what was the reception like?
Oh, well,
Well, they did speak to me, and I mean, you know, they were cordial enough.
yeah.
But I'm sure that because they were speaking in Slovak to him, so I'm sure it was like much different than what they were saying
And
to
I
me.
couldn't understand half of it.
So when was your first kiss?
Oh, that I can't remember.
I think we, during the intermission,
At the Grange.
at the Grange, we
So-
had a friend that lived in that area, and we went out just for a drive. Only 10 minutes.
I like the fact that you Pappap is a very, very nice man. He doesn't like to hurt people. And that's a pit to me.
And what do you like about her, besides her long legs?
Must be physical.
She's more of a spokesman around anybody, strangers and all that, you know, because I have a hard time getting in there, so I sort of push her to that extent. I always liked that about her, though. I knew she was an intelligent person, you know, and all that.
That is a point that's really valid, because I wouldn't want to marry a man that was not as smart as I was.